In this universe, there is a hidden law, one that no school will ever teach you. The world treats you based on the standards you set for yourself. Because respect is not a gift others give you, it is a field of energy, radiating from your own self-mastery. Marcus Aurelius, the greatest emperor of Rome, once wrote in his Meditations, "The value of a man is measured by the value of the things he cares about." If your mind is consumed by what others think of you, your value in their eyes will fade into nothing. You are not inferior. No, you are just diluted. You are melting into the will of others, instead of standing firm as an independent force of nature. This video is not for those seeking cheap manipulation tricks. It is for the kind souls, those who are exhausted from being used. Despite their sincerity, it is for those who crave to rebuild their inner fortress, to reclaim the dignity they lost while trying to make everyone else happy. We are not going to learn how to be aggressive. No, we are going to learn how to become unshakable by removing 4 specific behaviors that are silently destroying your self-worth. Let us begin. 1. Stop reacting. The art of the Stoic silence. Most of us live like pawns, our strings being pulled by the emotions of others. When someone throws a sarcastic remark your way or gives you a look of cold contempt, what is your natural reflex? Do you laugh it off just to ease the tension, or do you get angry, desperately trying to explain yourself? Listen closely. Both are signals of insecurity. Do you realize that whether you rage or you fear, you have already lost? Because you have just confirmed that the person across from you has the power to control your inner world. Stoicism teaches us the dichotomy of control. The tongues of others are outside your control, but your reaction is entirely in your hands. Epictetus once said, "Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. They can only offend you when you believe that you are being offended." Treat their rudeness as a natural phenomenon, like a sudden rainstorm or a loud siren on the street. You don't stand there and argue with the rain, do you? No. You simply keep your mind dry and you keep walking. Disrespect is a test of your mastery. When you react with high emotion, you are sending a signal of weakness. I am not in control of myself. Please keep attacking me. Practice the Stoic silence. Next time your boundaries are violated, do not rush to fill the void with excuses. Use the power of absolute stillness. First, stop for 3 seconds. This silence is your buffer of freedom. It proves you are not a machine programmed to react to every stimulus. In an office or a heated debate, the one who remains silent after an insult is the one who commands the room. Second, look them in the eye. Not with anger, not with malice, but with pure observation. Look at them as if you are studying a bacterium under a microscope. Third, the minimalist statement. Speak 1 sentence, short and calm. That remark was quite disrespectful. Or, I noticed you are intentionally interrupting me. Fourth, the power of after silence. Once you have spoken, say nothing else. Do not smile. Do not explain. Do not blink. This silence creates a power vacuum. The other person will begin to fidget. They will start to wonder, why isn't he angry? What is he thinking? This is not avoidance. This is your personal responsibility to protect your dignity. When you stop reacting emotionally, you are no longer the victim. You become an immovable force, a person that others must think twice about before they ever dare to cross your line again. 2. Stop being always available. In a world of constant push notifications and 24/7 connectivity, your presence has become cheap because it is too redundant. You think that responding to a text in 10 seconds or showing up to every single social event is a sign of enthusiasm? Reality check. you are actually training people that your time has absolutely no value. Look at how a diamond is priced. It is not precious because it's the hardest material on earth. It is precious because it is the rarest. If diamonds littered the streets like common gravel, people would use them to pave their driveways. Your time is no different. Seneca once wrote in On the Shortness of Life, "No one hands out their money to passers-by, and yet how many people do we allow to enter our lives?" Men are tight-fisted with their property, but when it comes to wasting time, they are the most wasteful of the only thing where it is right to be stingy. Constant availability sends a signal of a lack of purpose. It whispers to the world, "My life has nothing more important to do than waiting for a request from you." This is why people find it so easy to cancel plans with you, yet they are extremely careful with those who are busy. Respect is always proportional to scarcity. A Stoic protects their time not out of arrogance, but out of a deep awareness of death. Memento mori. You do not have thousands of years to waste on meaningless things. A person building a legacy, caring for a family, or forging their mind simply cannot be always available. First, purposeful responses. Answer messages only after you have finished your deep work. Do not be a slave to the pings of your phone. Second, the mantra of self-respect. Next time someone asks for something non-urgent, say, "I am focused on an important task right now. I will get back to you later." When you begin to establish these silences in your presence, people will start to wonder, and they will begin to treasure every single minute you grant them. Do not be easy, be valuable. When you make people wait, within reason, you educate them that your time has a cost. Respect will grow automatically out of their admiration for a person with nerves of steel and a life of purpose. 3. Stop tolerating poor treatment. Imagine you have a magnificent garden, but you refuse to build a fence. When strangers wander in, pick your flowers, and trample your grass, you just stand there hoping they will stop out of the goodness of their hearts. It sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? And yet that is exactly how you are running your life every time you stay silent in the face of disrespect, just to keep the peace. Stoicism is not about enduring every pain with a hollow smile. No, it is the fusion of courage and justice. Justice is not just about being fair to others, it is about being fair to yourself. Every time you let someone overstep without speaking up, you are signing a contract that allows them to do it again. You are teaching them, "This is how you can treat me without ever paying a price." Marcus Aurelius was an emperor, and he understood that a kingdom without borders is a kingdom soon conquered. You must realize a cold, hard truth. People will go as far as your boundaries allow them. To be respected, you have the responsibility to establish consequences. A boundary without a consequence is nothing more than a suggestion. Establishing steel boundaries. Kindness without boundaries is just weakness masquerading as virtue. Your boundaries are not meant to attack others. They are meant to protect the sanctity of your own soul. First, speak up immediately. Do not let resentment rot in your heart for weeks. Do not say, "It's okay," when it is absolutely not okay. Second, Stoic directness. If a friend constantly mocks you in front of others, pull them aside and say, "I value this friendship, but I will no longer attend these gatherings if you continue to make me the target of your jokes. That is my line." Saying this might make your heart race at first, but remember the words of Epictetus. How much longer are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself? Those who truly value you will respect that line, and those who walk away because you chose to protect yourself are exactly the people you need to cut out of your life immediately. Speaking up is not an act of war. It is a calm, firm assertion of personal power. A person who knows how to say no to injustice is a person who possesses a kind of authority that no one ever dares to ignore. 4. Stop proving yourself. This is the deepest level of the soul's prison and the most painful paradox of all. The harder you try to prove you are important, the smaller you become in the eyes of others. Why? Because the act of proving is always an act of begging. When you list your achievements or over-explain your decisions, you are silently whispering, "Please see my value. Please validate me." Insecurity loves to hide behind long explanations. When you try to convince someone to respect you, you are handing them the power to review your worth. You are standing at their feet, looking up, waiting for a nod of approval. Marcus Aurelius taught us, "Everything that is beautiful in itself and is complete in itself. Praise or blame cannot change its nature." A rose does not bloom so that people will say it's beautiful. The sun does not need a presentation to prove that it is shining. It simply exists, it is present, and the universe just knows. Practice the silence of the lion. A lion does not roar to prove its status, it simply is. True confidence is ataraxia, a state of inner tranquility that cannot be shaken by either praise or criticism. First, stop making excuses. Next time someone doubts your ability, instead of pouring out 10 reasons, just smile and say, "Time will tell," or "I am confident in the results I will produce." Second, the mantra of freedom. If someone asks why you made a certain choice, simply smile and say, "Because I felt it was the right path for me. Period. Full stop." When you stop explaining, you create an aura of self-satisfaction. People will begin to think, "This person must possess a foundation of value so solid that they don't need my opinion." You are no longer a slave to the world's judgment. You understand that your worth is a constant, not a variable that changes with the mood of the world. When you start living as if you are already worthy of respect, the world will have no choice but to recognize the reality you have created. Conclusion. My friend, the journey to being respected is not about building a flashy new persona. It is a journey of return, a return to the true, powerful self already within you through the art of removal. Respect does not live in the mind